all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whiny schoolboy with his satchel and his shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. And then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Next comes the justice, with fair round belly and good capon lined, his eyes severe, his beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with pouch at side and spectacles on nose, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, his big manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Son's teeth, son's eyes, son's taste. Son's everything.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear, your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come and kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a stuff will not endure.
Never talk to me, I will weep. Why did he say he would come this morning and comes not?
Good day and happiness to you, dear Rosalind.
Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover, and you serve me such another trick, never come in my sight more.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love. He that will divide a minute into 1,000 parts, and break but a part of the 1,000th part of a minute in the affairs of love, it may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy, come no more in my sight. I could as lief be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. A better jointure, I think, than you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, horns, which such as you are fain to be beholding to your wives for. But he comes armed in his fortune and prevents the slander of his wife.
Virtue is no horn maker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind. Come, woo me. Woo me. For now I am in a holiday humor and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very, very Rosalind?
I would kiss before I spoke.
Nay, you were better speak first, and when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss. Very good orators, when they are out, they will spit. And for lovers lacking, God warn us, matter, the cleanliest shift is to kiss.
But how if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter.
Who could be out being before his beloved mistress?
Marry, that should you, if I were your mistress. Or I should think my honesty ranker than my wit.
What, of my suit?
Not out of your apparel, and yet out of your suit. I'm not I your Rosalind.
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well, in her person, I say, I will not have you.
Then in mine own person I die.
No, faith. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all that time, there has not any man died in his own person in a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind if this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
By this hand, it will not kill a fly. But come, now I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition. And ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, faith will I, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
I, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Why then, can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. You must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. There's a girl goes before the priest, and certainly a woman's thought runs before her actions.
So do all thoughts. They are winged.
Now, tell me how long you would have her after you have possessed her.
Forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hen, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing, and I will do that when you are disposed to be merry. I will laugh like a hyena, and I will do that when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Or else she could not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the waywarder. Make the doors upon a woman's wit, and it will out at the casement. Shut that, and 'twill out at the keyhole. Stop that, and 'twill fly with the smoke out at the chimney.
A man that had a wife with such a wit, he might say wit whither wilt.
Nay, you might keep that check for it till you met your wife's wit going to your neighbour's bed.
And what wit could wit have to excuse that?
Marry, to say she came to seek you there. You shall never take her without her answer, unless you take her without her tongue. Oh, that woman that cannot make her fault her husband's occasion, let her never nurse her child herself, for she will breed it like a fool.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock I will be with thee again.
Aye, go your ways. Go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. 'Tis but one cast away. And so, come, death. 2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my troth, and in good earnest, and by all pretty oaths that are not dangerous, if you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind, that may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So adieu.
Well, time is the old justice that examines all such offenders, and let time try. Adieu. Oh, coz, my pretty little coz, that thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love! But it cannot be sounded. My affection hath an unknown bottom, like the Bay of Portugal. I'll tell thee, Aliena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll go find a shadow and sigh till he come.
Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering bark, whose worth unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
Most noble brother, you have done me wrong.
Judge me, you gods. Wrong I mine enemies? And if not so, how should I wrong a brother?
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noted Lucius Pella for taking bribes here of the Sardians, wherein my letters praying on his side, because I knew the man, were slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
In such a time as this, it is not meet that every nice offense should bear his comment.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell and mart your offices for gold to undeservers.
Ay, an itching palm. You know that you are Brutus that speak this, or by the gods, this speech were else your last.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement.
Remember March, the Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius Caesar bleed for justice' sake? What villain touched his body and did stab, if not for justice? What shall one of us that struck the foremost man of all this world, but for supporting robbers? Shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes and sell the mighty space of our large honors for so much trash as may be grasped thus? I had rather be a a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bait not me. I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Go to, you are not, Cassius.
I am.
You are not.
Urge me no more, I shall forget myself.
Away, slight man.
Oh, is it possible?
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash choler? Shall I be frighted when a madman stares?
Oh, ye gods, must I endure all this?
All this? I more. Fret till your proud heart break. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stop and crouch at your testy humor? By the gods, from this day forth, I'll use you for my mirth, I for my laughter when you are waspish.
Is it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier? Let it appear so. Make your vauntings true, and it shall please me well. For mine own part, I shall be glad to learn from noblemen.
You wrong me. Every way you wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not thus have tempted me.
Peace! Peace! You durst not so have tempted him.
I durst not.
No.
What, durst not tempt him?
Aye, for your life you durst not.
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats, for I am armed so strong in honesty that they pass me by as idle winds, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold to pay my legions, which you denied me.
I denied you not.
You did!
I did not. He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus hath rived my heart. A friend should bear his friend's infirmities, but Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
I do not, till you practice them on me.
You love me not.
I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye would never see such faults.
Flatterers would not, though they appear as huge as Mount Olympus.
Come, Antony and young Octavius, come. Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius. For Cassius is a weary of the world, hated by one he loves. Oh, I could weep my spirits from my eyes. Here is my dagger. If that thou beest a Roman, take it up. I that denied thee gold will give my heart. Strike as thou didst at Caesar, for I know when thou didst hate him worse, thou lovest him greater than ever thou lovest Cassius.
Sheathe your dagger. Be angry when you will, it shall have scope. Do what you will. Dishonor shall be humor.
Hath Cassius lived to be but mirth and laughter to his Brutus, when grief and blood ill-tempered vexeth him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Give me your hand.
And my heart too.
Oh, Brutus.
Oh, what's the matter?
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I am sick with many griefs. Portia is dead.
Huh? Portia.
She is dead.
How escaped I killing when I crossed you so? Oh, insupportable and touching loss. Upon what sickness?
Impatient at my absent, and grief that young Octavius with Mark Antony had made themselves so strong. With this she fell distract, and her attendants absent. Swallowed fire.
And died so?
Even so.
Oh, ye immortal gods.
Speak no more of her. I'll take some wine. With this, I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
My heart is thirsty for that noble pledge. Oh, Portia, art thou gone?
No more, I pray you.
No more. Good night, brother. Oh, my dear brother, never let division come between our souls. Let it not, Brutus.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, good brother.
Blow, blow, thou winter wind. Thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen, because thou art not seen, although thy breath be rude. Hi-ho, sing hi-ho, unto the green holly. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Then hi-oh, hi-oh, the holly. Then hi-oh, hi-oh, the holly. This life is most jolly. My sting is not so sharp as friend remember not. Hi-ho, sing hi-ho unto the green holly. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Then hi-ho, hi-ho, the holly. Then hi-ho, hi-ho, the holly. His life is most jolly.
I'll attend her here, and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail. Why, then I'll tell her plain she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frown. Then I'll tell her she looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say she be mute and not speak a word. Then I'll commend her volubility and say she uttereth piercing eloquence. If she bid me pack, I'll give her thanks as though she bid me stay by her a week. If she deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask the banes and when to be married. But here she comes, and now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name I hear.
Well, have you heard, but something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine, that do talk of me.
You lie! In faith, you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates. But Kate, therefore, take this of me. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtues spoke of, thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs, I myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved. In good time, let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first were immovable.
Why, what's so movable?
A joint stool.
Ah, thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
Oh, no such jade as you with me, you mean.
Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee for knowing you to be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should be? Should be?
Well taken, like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee?
Aye, for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
Come, come, you wasp! Faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy then is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp doth wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours if you talk of tails, and so farewell.
What? With my tongue in your tail? Nay, come again, good Kate, I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So may you lose your arms. If you strike me, you are no gentleman, and if no gentleman, why then, no arms.
A herald, Kate! Oh, put me in thy books!
What is your crest, a coxcomb?
A combless cock! And Kate will be my hen.
Oh, no cock of mine, you crow to like a craven.
Come, Kate, come, you must not look so sour.
It is my fashion when I see a crab.
Why, here's no crab, and therefore look not sour.
There is.
Then show it me.
Had I a glass, I would.
What? You mean my face?
Well aimed, of such a young one.
Now, by St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you are withered.
'Tis with care.
I care not.
Nay, faith, Kate, you scape not so.
I chafe you if I tarry, let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough and coy and sullen, and now I find report a very liar. For thou art pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, but slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, nor bite thy lip as angry wedges will, but with thy mildness entertainst thy wooers, with gentle conference, soft and affable. Ah, why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world, Kate is as the hazel twig, straight and slender, and as brown as hue as hazelnuts, and sweeter than the kernel. Oh, let me see thy walk. Thou dost not halt.
Go, fool, in whom thou keepst command.
Did ever Diane so become a grove as Kate this chamber with her princely gates? Oh, be thou Diane, and let her be Kate, and then let Diane be sportful, and Kate be chaste.
Where did you learn all this goodly speech?
It is extempore, from my mother wit.
A witty mother, witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Marry, so I mean, sweet Catherine, in thy bed. Therefore, putting all this chat aside, your father has consented that you will be my wife. Dower agreed upon, and will you, nill you, I will marry you. Now, I am husband for your turn, for I am he that am born to tame you, Kate, and turn you from a wild Kate to a household Kate conformable with other household Kates. Here comes your father. Never make me denial. I must and will have Catherine for my wife.
Doth fortune play the huswife to me now? News have I. My Nell, dead, in the spittle. Melody of France. And there my rendezvous is quite cut off. Old I do wax. And from my weary limbs, honor is cudgeled. Well, bawd I'll turn, and something lean, to cut purse with quick hand. To England will I steal, and there I will steal. And patches will I get unto these cudgel scars, and swear that I got them in the Gallia Wars.
Lady Beatrice. You wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
Ah, how much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. It's not that strange?
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I loved nothing so well as you. But believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
No sauce that can be devised to it. I protest. I love thee.
Why then God forgive me?
Defense, sweet Beatrice.
You have stayed me an happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
Wow. Do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. May I pray you let me go.
Beatrice!
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
Oh, you dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Well, is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain that had slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What, bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor, oh God, that I were a man, I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out at a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Hero, she is wronged, she is slandered, she is undone.
Be it?
Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count, Count Confect, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing. Therefore, I will die a woman with grieving.
Tarry, good Beatrice. By this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged you?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
No. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so I leave you. By this hand, he shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go. Come for your cousin. I must say she is dead. So farewell.
Sonnet number 30. When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear time's waste. Then can I drown an eye unused to flow for precious friends hid in death's dateless night, and weep afresh love's long since cancelled woe, and moan the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievances foregone, and heavily from woe to woe tell o'er the sad account of poor bemoaned moan, which I knew pay as if not paid before. But if the while I think on thee, dear friend, all losses are restored and sorrows end.
When that I was and a little tiny boy, with hey ho the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hey ho the wind and the rain, 'gainst knaves and thieves men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to wife, with hey ho the wind and the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came unto my bed, with hey ho the wind and the rain, well, Tosspot still had drunken heads, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world begun, with hey ho the wind and the rain. But that's all when our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.
How does the king?
Madam, sleeps still.
Oh, you kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses are wind up of this child-changed father.
So please your majesty, that we may wake the king. He hath slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge, and proceed in this way of your own will.
Be by, good madam, when we do awake him. I doubt not of his temperance.
Very well.
Please you, draw near.
Oh, my dear father. Restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. Had you not been their father, these white flakes had challenged pity of them. Was this a face to be opposed against the warring winds? To stand against the deep, dread-bolted thunder? In the most terrible and nimble stroke of quick cross lightning? To watch poor Perdu with this thin helm? Mine enemy's dog, though he had bitten me, should have stood that night against my fire. And wast thou fain, poor father, to hovel thee with swine and rogues forlorn in short and musty straw? Alack. 'Tis wonder that thy life and wits at once had not concluded all. He wakes. Speak to him.
Madam, do you? 'Tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You do me wrong to take me out of the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss. But I am bound upon a wheel of fire that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. Where did you die?
Still far wide.
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
Where have I been? Where am I? Fair daylight. I am mightily abused. I should e'en die with pity to see another thus. I know not what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. Let's see. I feel this pinprick. Would I were assured of my condition.
Oh, look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction o'er me. No, sir, you must not kneel.
Pray do not mock me. I am a very foolish, fond old man, 80 and upward, not an hour more nor less. And to deal plainly, I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you, and know this man. Yet I am doubtful, for mainly I am ignorant what place this is, and all the skill I have remembers not these garments. Nor I know not where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me. For as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Be your tears wet? Yes, faith. I pray, weep not. If you have poison for me, I will drink it. I know you do not love me, for your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is killed in him. Yet it is danger to make him even o'er the time he has lost. Desire him to go in. Trouble him no more till further settling.
Will't please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. pray you now, forget and forgive. I am old and foolish.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended.
That you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear.
And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream.
Gentles, do not reprehend.
If you pardon, we will mend.
And as I am an honest Puck,
If we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue,
we will make amends ere long.
Else the Puck a liar call.
So, good night unto you all.
Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.